We are not sitting at tables, we're able to be together. Little flowers that were supposed to be on the tables, so each family gets to take 2 of them home. So please make sure you grab a graduation program and some flowers after graduation. Enjoy it.
is my pleasure to begin the 2021 98th commencement for the Catholic Central High School, and it is my pleasure to introduce Mr. Giovanni Virgilio Jr., Superintendent of Schools and Chancellor of the Roman Catholic Diocese of Albany.
Good afternoon. It is my pleasure to deliver the invocation for our ceremony. Good and gracious God, we give you thanks and we praise you, especially in times of change. We have heard you say time and again, do not be afraid. Let us hear you speak these words to us. We entrust the graduating class of 2021 to your extraordinary care and mercy. As they complete their studies, give them patience, diligence, zeal to grow in knowledge of themselves, this world, and most especially you. As they spend parts of this last year separated from one another, help them find joy in the unplanned and unexpected. Help them to journey together, to share with one another, and to support each other when social distance turns to physical distance as they go their separate ways. Help them to bring order to their days, to balance work with leisure, to find time for prayer and reflection, and to see obstacles as opportunities in disguise. As these young men and women transition out of our school community into a world with so many unknowns, may you be a rock of certainty for them. Give them resounding hope and faith both today and tomorrow. Help them to be visionary leaders and pioneers who will imagine and work toward a bright future for the church and the world in the years to come. May these graduates know your protection and peace. Bless them and their families, and we remember with gratitude all those who have supported, encouraged, challenged, questioned, and energized these graduates. And finally, remind them of your unconditional love for who they are now and who they will become in the future. For all this and for so much more, in your name we pray, amen. You may be seated. It is my pleasure to introduce Sarah Elizabeth Vandenberg to lead our pledge and welcome.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, and welcome to Catholic Central High School. We are about to celebrate our storied school's 98th commencement. The class of 2021 would like to extend a special welcome to Bishop Scharfenberger, Superintendent Virgilio, and members of the school board, including School Board President Ridge Harris. This day was anything but certain throughout the year. We have all experienced an unprecedented time during the pandemic, a time we will not soon forget. Instead of focusing on our social media feeds, we focused on social distancing. Our masks became important accessories to our uniforms, and the word Zoom took on a completely different meaning for most of us. Through these challenges, we came together and supported each other, which was needed more than ever. We also offer a special thanks to Principal Signor and the school administration, faculty, and staff for leading us through this most unique year. We know this day would not be possible without your tireless dedication to our own dear CCHS. You worked endlessly to make sure this year was filled with positive memories. We are so appreciative and grateful that we were able to have a graduation ceremony with our friends and families, which could not have been done without your determination. And most importantly, a warm and grateful welcome to our family, friends, and fellow graduates. It is with great joy and appreciation that we graduates look out to a crowd with so many important and influential people in our lives. And we are honored and excited to share this special day with you all. We thank you for your support and guidance as we continue our lifelong journeys. To my fellow graduates, I am proud of us and how we handle these challenges together. We did not let these difficult times define who we are and what we can do. We saw this challenge and we took it head on. We were certainly not going to let the pandemic ruin our last year of high school, something that we have all been talking about for such a long time. I am grateful for having the opportunity to experience high school with such a great class, and I will forever remember our time here. Today is a bittersweet day, filled with excitement for what we have achieved as high school graduates, but also the realization that our lives are moving on. Time is moving on. This day marks the end of our high school journey and the beginning of the next chapter in our lives. The friendships we have made have helped us shape us into who we are, and the memories created here will be cherished forever. We know the lessons we learned in our time at CCHS will serve us well in the future. We have all been so blessed to call ourselves Crusaders. So again, welcome and enjoy the ceremony. If you could all stand and join me in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now I would like to turn the podium over to Miss Aileen Ryan, our school guidance counselor. Thank you.
Good afternoon, graduates. You did it. Through unprecedented circumstances, you rose above and always handled yourself with grace and poise. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Before we present the awards, I would like to leave you with the words of Ralph Waldo Emerson. This is my wish for you. Comfort on difficult days, smiles when sadness intrudes, rainbows to follow the clouds, laughter to kiss your lips, sunsets to warm your heart, hugs when spirits sag, beauty for your eyes to see, friendships to brighten your being, faith so that you can believe, confidence for when you doubt, courage to know yourself, patience to accept the truth, love to complete your life. Class of 2021, may all your dreams come true. Now for our academic and departmental honors. The Valedictorian Award for Excellence, presented by Mater Christi Parish in Albany, is presented to Sarah Matfeld. The Salutatorian Award for Excellence, presented by Cathedral of Immaculate Conception in Albany, is presented to Riley Nicole Peck. The Iacetti Award for Excellence, presented in honor of Rosemarie Iacetti, class of 49, is presented to Sarah Elizabeth Vandenberg. The Theology Award, presented by St. Augustine Parish in Troy, goes to Jack Alexander Shea. The English Department Award is presented by St. Mary's Parish in Waterford, and it goes to Reagan Elizabeth McGowan. The Social Studies Department Award, presented by St. Joseph's Parish in Troy, goes to John Matfeld. The Mathematics Department Award, presented by Transfiguration Parish in Scaticoke, goes to Riley Nicole Peck. The Foreign Language Department Award, presented by Corpus Christi Church Parish in Round Lake, goes to Lila Ann Bukaram and Riley Nicole Peck. The Fine Arts Visual Arts Award is presented by St. Ambrose Parish in Latham, and it goes to Isabel Cal. The Business Department Award, presented by St. Pius Parish in Loudonville, goes to Jack Alexander Shea. The Physical Education Department Award, presented by Our Lady of Victory Parish in Troy, goes to Sophia Marie Mishuk and Cameron Adam Gemmel. We're moving on to the Senior Awards for the class of 2021. I invite Ginny Barito to present the Alumni Memorial Award. This award is given to the Valedictorian and Salutatorian in memory of our deceased alumni. This award is presented to Sarah Matfeld and Riley Nicole Peck. The Tiffany Suzanne Phillips Faith and Friendship Award is given in memory of Tiffany, a member of the class of 1988 who died tragically during the summer between her freshman and sophomore year. The award is given by her family to a senior who has exhibited both faith and friendship towards others during their time at CCHS, and they enjoy music and art. These characteristics reflect Tiffany. This year's award is presented to Melody Page Ashodi. The Cynthia Grace Gilbert Memorial Award was established to honor the memory of Cynthia Gilbert, who is a member of the Catholic Central High School class of 1985. The award has been created to acknowledge a member of the class of 2021 for extraordinary effort in the classroom. This year's award is presented to Tavon Lockridge. Congratulations. The Hudson Valley Community College Book Award is presented to a senior who will be attending HVCC in the fall of 2021. The award is to be used for college books. This year's award is presented to Alicia Swedish. The Janet DiNardo Lassie Memorial Award was established to honor the memory of Janet DiNardo Lassie, a member of the CCHS class of 1949. The award has been created to acknowledge a member of the class of 2021 who intends to pursue a career in nursing, the career Janet loved. This recipient should consistently exhibit a strong work ethic and a real sense of kindness and compassion of others. This year's award is presented to Michaela Mitchell. The Carolyn Dufort Memorial Award is sponsored by her mother, Mrs. Janine Dufort Mannix, to an all-around good student athlete. This year's award is presented to Olivia Vienne Vasella. The Capital District Conference Edward Wimples Service Award recognizes a senior that has demonstrated service to their community and church while achieving in the classroom. This year's award is presented to Melody Page Ashodi. The Future Educator Award is presented to a senior who plans to pursue a career in teaching. This year's award is presented to Casey Marie Dwyer. The Class of 1970 Judy Clement Memorial Award was established in 1975 to honor Judy and is given to a senior with a zest for life, love for all people, and a passion for music, singing, and theater. It is now given in the memory of all deceased members of the Class of 1970, too numerous to name. This year's award is presented to Mia Grace Sweeney. The Class of 1977 Memorial Award is awarded to a student who displays a good Christian attitude in words and activities. The student goes out of his or her way to be kind to others and is conscientious about schoolwork. This year's award is presented to Sophia Mishak. Congratulations. The Friends of 112th Street are pleased to present this award to a Lansingburg senior who is hardworking and conscientious. This year's award is presented to Dahlia Ray Riley. The J.P. Fahey Award was established in memory of J.P. Fahey, a graduate of the class of 2004. Through his life, J.P. always had a smile on his face, kept a positive attitude, and continued to pursue the activities he most enjoyed. This award is given to a senior who exhibits the same characteristics of perseverance and kindness that we knew in J.P. throughout his time at CCHS. This year's award is presented to Jack Alexander Shea. For the past 25 years, the Coonran family has generously donated the Linda Coonran Hofheinz Memorial Award. This award is presented to a student who maintains an average grade point and whose overall qualities demonstrate that of a true crusader. This award is presented to Gianni Antonio Rizzuto. The Judith Quinn Rayo, class of 1958, and Armand J. Rayo, class of 1958, Annual Scholarship Award. The Judith Quinn Rayo and Armando J. Rayo Annual Scholarship is presented to a varsity student athlete, male or female, with a 90% or higher grade point average, who plans on attending college. This year's award is presented to John Matfeld. The Gary Graber Memorial Scholarship. The recipient should participate on the track and or cross-country team, be a good student, and plan to attend a 2- or 4-year college or university or technical trade school. This award is presented to Cameron Gemmel. The Eugene Paternani Memorial Scholarship goes to the student who should be a good student that demonstrates community involvement and plans to attend a 2- or 4-year college or university or technical trade school. This year's award recipient is Sarah Vandenberg. The Linda Coons Memorial Scholarship was created and made possible through the generosity of the All Troy Athletic Club, Linda's Striders, friends and family of Linda Coons. Linda was a 7-time survivor who lost her 25-year battle with breast cancer in 2015. The scholarship was established to continue the acts of charity and kindness that Linda would have accomplished had she been granted more years to live. This year's award is presented to Olivia Vienne Vasella. The Stephanie Rosamalia Memorial Scholarship is given by the Rosamalia family in memory of Stephanie, a graduate of the class of 1997. The award is given to a graduate who is a hardworking student who exemplifies the quality of Catholic Central High School. This year's award is presented to Morgan Bick. The Marilyn R. Rosny Class of 1950 Memorial Award is awarded to a graduating female who excels in history, is active in her church and community, and who will continue with her Catholic education. This year's award is presented to Grace Elizabeth Rogers. The Richard Galooly Class of 1996 Scholarship is given in memory of Richard Galooly, who is a longtime educator in the Albany Roman Catholic Diocese. During his short time at Catholic Central High School, Rich had a positive input on many student athletes. This award is given by the family to a male and female who exemplify Rich's passion by being a good all-around student, and they have excelled in athletics. The award this year goes to Sarah Matfeld and John Matfeld. I invite Megan Campbell to present the Mikey J. Campbell Memorial Scholarship. The Mikey J. Campbell Memorial Scholarship is presented to a student in the business department who has portrayed academic achievement in several business courses throughout his or her high school career. This student wishes to become a business owner one day and has worked diligently to learn how to thrive in the business world. This award goes to Luke Connor Burns. The CCHS Principal and Teachers Award is awarded to a male and female graduate who shows kindness and courtesy in school to peers and staff members on a daily basis. The recipients of this award are Haley Rose Gerby and Connor J. Benoit. The Marilyn McCarthy Nursing Award is awarded to a graduate that is continuing with nursing and has a desire to help and be supportive of others, a student who values our alma mater, courage, honor, and sacrifice. This year's recipient is Sarah Alexandra Boucher.
You want to do Riley, right? You know that, right?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
The Dylan Pollock Memorial Award is given to a senior who exemplifies the Crusader spirit of courage, constancy in the right, honor, and sacrifice. This year's recipients are Jacob Michael Zakarewski and Ashley Jordan McCabe. The Joshua William Zostek Memorial Scholarship is presented to a graduating senior who excels in the area of music, art, and technology. This year's award is presented to Madeline Swinton. The CCHS Sportsmanship Award is presented to a senior boy or girl who is involved in varsity athletics and demonstrated a tremendous amount of sportsmanship. This year's award is presented to Reagan Elizabeth McGowan. The New York State Attorney General's C Award recognizes the character, courage, and commitment of New York's hardworking student. This year's senior award is given to Dahlia Ray Riley. The New York State Comptroller Achievement Award is presented to students who have shown academic excellence and the potential for leadership through involvement in activities that improve the community. This year's award is presented to Sophia Marie Mishak and Cameron Adam Gemmel. I invite Ginny Barito to present the Catholic Central High School Young Alumni Association Award. This is presented to a senior boy or girl who has shown dedication, service, and commitment to our school's values and traditions. It is our hope that these qualities will endure through their academic, professional, and personal lives as a tribute to the inspiration they found at Catholic Central High School. This year's award is presented to Riley Nicole Peck and Cameron Adam Gemmel. The Special Recognition Award for Creativity and Art is presented to Lila Bukarim. And for our final award tonight, it's the Bernard W. McCormick Scholarship. This is an endowed account, therefore the monetary value changes every year. The award is given to students who have demonstrated exceptional growth in the areas of scholarship, leadership, service to others, character, and spiritual development during their time with us at CCHS. They exemplify the 4 virtues emphasized in our school's alma mater: courage, constancy in the right, honor, and sacrifice. This year, we are pleased to announce the following award recipients: Cameron Gemmel, Tavon Lockridge, Sophia Mishak, Riley Nicole Peck, Dahlia Ray Riley, and Sarah Elizabeth Vandenberg.
We have 2 special awards this evening. We have 2 board members in our, on our stage this afternoon. Sister Judith Knapp, who has served several Catholic schools throughout the course of her career, and Board President Mr. Ridge Harris. Sister Jude has served the past 6 years on Catholic High Board, and I'd like to bring her up for the traditional school picture. And Mr. Ridge Harris, Board President, please come up. You're all set. Thank you.
We now turn the stage over to Riley Peck, our Salutatorian.
Good afternoon. I would like to welcome Bishop Scharfenberger, Superintendent Giovanni Virgilio, CCHS faculty, staff, and administration, and parents of the graduating class of 2021. On my first day at Catholic High, I walked through the door as a complete stranger to the community. I knew a total of 5 people, had 0 classes with most of them, and could barely find my way from the front office to the library. I was beyond nervous to meet my classmates. I had no idea what they would think of me or how they would perceive me, but I'm positive I made a solid impression on everyone when on the second day of high school, in the middle of Miss G's Earth Science lab, I dropped my pen on the floor. Reaching over the side of my desk to grab it, I fell over onto the ground, taking my entire desk with me. I was quite literally at a low point in that moment, feeling humiliated and worried about being judged. I was faced with the internal question of, do I let this obstacle taint my first week of high school, or do I get back up and face the desk again? It was a tough decision at the time, but I eventually did pick up my desk. Thankfully, the challenges that high school brought didn't always involve desks and cold floors. Throughout these last few years, I have realized that it is at the times that we feel we are at our lowest points, alone and afraid, that we are faced with the question of perspective. How do you see and how will you respond to hardship? Is it an obstacle or an opportunity to succeed? Sitting on the floor, whether literally or symbolically, it can be easy to notice how low you really are, with your problems seemingly bigger and stronger than you, and the rest of the world looking down on you. The beauty of perspective is that it is controlled by the individual. It is easily influenced by internal factors, and each individual has the power to change their own perspective. It is easy to focus on the negative aspects of a situation, but it is rewarding to see the positive aspects and push through a challenge. It is easy to sit on the floor feeling stuck and alone, but it is rewarding to stand up, rely on the love and support of friends and family, and try again. What you say and what you hear depends a great deal on where you are standing. It also depends on what sort of person you are. These are the words of Christian author and apologist C.S. Lewis. This quote perfectly embodies the idea of perspective. Your perspective can be instantly transformed through making an effort to stand up and see the world from a new point of view. My classmates and I did not have the traditional high school experience. We have probably had one of the most unique, unprecedented, and unsettling academic careers. We had no other choice but to watch as we were forcefully shoved to the ground this past year, helpless and out of control. To my classmates, what kind of a person are you and what kind of person do you want to become? Did you see this last year as an insurmountable obstacle? Did you see it as a challenge to become the better version of yourself? To the teachers and faculty, did you take this last year as an opportunity to support the students and families that create this Catholic High community? To the parents, did you take advantage of the opportunity to support your children and loved ones, both physically and emotionally? From my perspective, it seemed that my classmates, teachers, and family rose to the challenge and made the most of a year that was so far from ordinary. I saw those around me decide to take control of the only thing they could, their perspective of the situation, and they inspired me to do the same. I made the decision to control what I could and appreciate the tough lessons that this last year has taught me. I'm honored to say that the class of 2021 has successfully looked in the eyes of the challenge called high school, and rather than become intimidated by its connotations, stereotypes, and unprecedented challenges, have enjoyed the little moments of the last 4 years and made their own memories. We have created our own perspective of the world, and while hardship will always be present in life, we have learned how to face it. A few weeks ago, I missed a step as I was walking out of the school and, surprise, fell flat on my face right in front of my friends. This ending to my high school career was strangely similar to its beginning, but despite the embarrassing nature of the situation, I didn't view it as a challenge this time around. I knew that it was okay for me to fall, to recognize my mistake, and appreciate the moment of being imperfect, with no worries of judgment from those around me. My perspective has been deeply influenced by the community and my personal experience at Catholic High. It has shown me that it is how we view a challenge and how quickly we make the decision to get back up and try again that defines us and shapes us into the individuals that we are. I can confidently say that the Catholic Central High School class of 2021 consists of the kind of people that accept challenges as opportunities to improve. Those that get up, stand tall, and work towards their goals every day, refusing to remain trapped on the ground. Congratulations to my classmates. I couldn't be more proud of you all, and I hope you continue to stand tall each day, especially after you fall to the floor. I would now like to introduce our superintendent, Giovanni Virgilio, and the president of CCHS's school board, Ridge Harris, who will present the Sister Maureen Joyce Social Justice Award.
So on behalf of the Albany Diocesan School Board, it is a privilege and honor to introduce the next award, the Sister Maureen Joyce Social Justice Award. This award is given in memory of Sister Maureen Joyce, a Sister of Mercy and founder of Community Maternity Services, which began in 1972 as a home for pregnant teenagers, and the first in the country. Sister Maureen was also the CEO of Catholic Charities of the Roman Catholic Diocese of Albany for 20 years. Sister Maureen cared deeply for the poor, the vulnerable, and the marginalized. She gave her life to the service of the Church through the Catholic social justice teachings. Respect the life and dignity of every person, protect the human right and economic justice for all, put the needs of the poor and vulnerable first, respect the dignity of work and the right of workers, be in solidarity with the entire human family, and to care for all of God's creation. Sister Maureen embraced these teachings, always seeking justice for one and all. She treated everyone with the love of God. Her love and acts of service were contagious. Before she died, she passed on these words of wisdom, which I will share with all of you, and especially our graduates. Each day, as you celebrate life and love, please take time to celebrate the gifts we are to each other. Wonderful words to live by. And now it is my privilege to introduce this year's recipient of the Sister Maureen Joyce Award. This award is given to a graduating senior in each of the 4 Albany Diocesan high schools. The recipient of this award demonstrates principles of social justice and was actively involved in the community service advocacy through his or her years at the school. The student receiving this award has also demonstrated knowledge of and passion for the social justice teachings of the Catholic Church through integration of these principles into his or her life. This year's recipient of the Sister Maureen Joyce Award for Catholic Central High School is Timothy Harper.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Bishop Scharfenberger, Superintendent Virgilio, Catholic Central Principal Mr. Signor, faculty and staff, and most importantly, the Catholic Central High School class of 2021, your family, friends, and loved ones. My name is Ridge Harris, a 2007 graduate of Catholic Central. It is my pleasure to have served as chairman of the Board of Trustees for the last 4 years, and this graduation marks my final year of service to the school. On behalf of the board, I want to start by saying thank you. Thank you to the parents and families of today's graduates. We know that choosing to send your child to Catholic Central is a commitment and a sacrifice. And this year we asked a lot of you as we navigated uncharted territories and adjusted to continuously changing COVID guidance. Your efforts to support your child's academic program under the COVID conditions did not go unnoticed. We thank you for giving us the opportunity to educate your child and to inspire the next generation of Crusaders. Please join me in giving all the parents and families a round of applause. And also thank you to the faculty and staff who worked around the clock to transform their lessons plans to digital platforms, made sure their classrooms were clean, and had to adjust their teaching styles to accommodate virtual learning. Your efforts were critical to providing our students with top-tier education. To the graduates, thank you. Thank you for your patience and understanding this year as we found ways to keep our classrooms open. I know it wasn't easy and at times probably very frustrating, but your adherence to these guidelines is what kept each other safe. Thank you for sticking with us through it all. Today, we are here to celebrate you as you embark on the next adventure of your life's journey. And wherever you go next, I hope that you bring your Catholic Central values with you. And I hope that you embrace challenges. I encourage you to be a lifelong learner and not to waste your potential on whatever may seem comfortable, but instead to seek discomfort and to push yourself to be the best you can be in your field. As a Crusader, you are already more prepared than you may know to face the challenges of life. We know that the education you have received at Catholic Central builds on the lessons you first learned from your parents to teach everyone with dignity and respect. You are part of a generation that is set to transform the world, and in many ways you already have. During this time of divisiveness in our culture, we're going to need thoughtful and faithful leaders like you who've lived through challenging experiences to help us work towards creating a world to live in as it should be while we live in the world as it is. You can all be change makers. The diploma you received today is an accomplishment, but it's much more than that. It's an agreement that because of what you learned at Catholic Central, you see the world a bit differently. And as an alum, you take it as your responsibility to carry with you those lessons of justice, tolerance, respect, and understanding wherever you go in life. There's no limit to what you can do with the strong foundation that is a Catholic Central education. And as you continue to grow as leaders, I urge you to lean on the words of our alma mater as a guide, to lead with courage, constancy in the right, honor, and sacrifice. After today, you begin a new chapter of your life. You create for yourself a new normal, and preparing for life after high school may make you nervous, anxious, excited, or fearful for the unknown. But know that it's all going to be okay because you are ready. You have completed this phase of your education and are stronger because of it. You have all the tools you need for success because you are a Catholic Central graduate. It's important that you recognize you are now a part of an amazing group of people, Catholic Central High School alumni. And that is something that you can never change. Now, know that as you move on in your life, that we're here for you, we're proud of you, we're supporting you, and we're counting on you. I expect that you will all do well, and I encourage you all to do good. Years from now, when you look back on this and think about how you were a student for a short time, always remember that you're a Crusader forever. Please join me in congratulating the Catholic Central High School class of 2021. Thank you.
I now welcome the Most Reverend Edward Scharfenberger, Bishop of the Roman Catholic Diocese of Albany, and Mr. Giovanni Virgilio, Superintendent of Schools. Melody Page Ashodi. Julia Behrman. Connor J. Benoit. Morgan Rose Bick. Sarah Alexandra Boucher. Tegan Elizabeth Breton. Aiden Richard Brown. Luke Connor Burns. Isabel Rita Cal. Antonio L. J. Colon. Kylie Elizabeth de Moranville. Casey Marie Dwyer. Leanna Diana Gallo. Megan Shannon Gendron. Isaiah Gunn. Gwyn. Timothy L. Harper II. Jacqueline Harrington. Lauren LaForest. Tavon Marcel Lockridge. Yep. Ashley Jordan McCabe. Michaela C. Mitchell. Micaiah V. Mitchell. Kelly Shea Mosier. Cameron Adeline O'Hara. Joseph A. Piperata. Gianni Antonio Rizzuto. Nice Irish boy. Grace Elizabeth Rogers. Jessie Lynn Rushford. Jack Alexander Shea. Christopher Stalker. Elisha Veronica Swedish. Mia Grace Sweeney. Madeline M. Swinton. Asa Clarence Tice. Caleb Anthony Tice. Yes, 3 sets of twins in this class. Isabella Maria Terriglio. Justin Michael Valenti. Olivia Vienne Vasella. Michael Patrick Whitman. Jacob Michael Zacharuski. And now for the presentation of the top 12 of the class of 2021. Actually, this year, top 13, we have a tie for 12. And at number 12, Kira Pearl Angrisano. Co number 12, Haley Rose Gerby. Number 11, Cameron Adam Gemmel. Number 10, Madison Pauline Chirpka. Number 9, Natalia Rose Karame. Number 8, Dahlia Ray Riley. Number 7, Reagan Elizabeth McGowan. Number 6, Lila Ann Bokarim. Number 5, John Matfeld. Number 4, Sophia Maria Mishuk. Number 3, Sarah Elizabeth Vandenberg. The graduating class of 2021 Salutatorian, Riley Nicole Peck. the class of 2021 valedictorian, Sarah Matfeld. Thank you. Thank you, Bishop. You're right, Sarah will introduce you, yes. It is now my honor to introduce this year's valedictorian, Sarah Matfeld.
Good afternoon and welcome Bishop Scharfenberger, Superintendent of Schools Mr. Virgilio, administration, CCHS school board members, teachers, family, friends, and of course my fellow graduates. On behalf of the class of 2021, I would like to start by thanking all of the teachers and staff that have contributed countless hours to help us both learn in the classroom and grow as people. I would also like to thank the family members and friends that have encouraged and supported each of us over the course of the last 4 years. We could not have done it without you. When I think about our time at Catholic High as the class of 2021, one word clearly comes to mind: adversity. Obviously, the circumstances for half of our time in high school have been less than ideal, and our final years were far from what we expected. Life is not always sunshine and rainbows, and the last year and a half has been proof of that. However, when faced with the loss of so many things that we have looked forward to over the years, I am proud of how our class has adapted and found ways to make the most of every situation. With that being said, when I thought about the years that each of us have spent at Catholic Central High School, I remembered the good times and some of my favorite memories, like doing chemistry homework in Miss Kavanaugh's first period English class every single morning, spending time in the gym or on the track with my teammates, and some far too intense games of Rooster on the Roof with Cam. As important as school has been, it is these moments that have had the biggest and most memorable impact on me. I also vividly remember my first experience here at Catholic High. I was an awkwardly tall, scared out of my mind 12-year-old girl arriving at the gym for my first cross-country practice in August of 2015. Since that day, and over the course of my time here, I have dyed my hair 7 times, gotten 9 piercings, and grown about 5¼ inches. While the physical changes have been notable, by far the most important change that I have experienced is that I am no longer a scared out of my mind 12-year-old, but a confident 18-year-old that younger me would hopefully be proud of. I attribute much of this growth to the lessons that I have learned and the experiences I have shared with the diverse group of students that I have gotten to know here. When I first transferred in 7th grade, the only other person that I knew was my twin brother, Jack. Although I was excited, I feared that I wouldn't fit in or be accepted. But I quickly realized that the various talents and interests of the students here put an emphasis on finding what makes you different and what brings you joy, instead of fitting into a typical standard. Each day, I've been exposed to unique individuals with passions ranging from baking to golf to sharks to social justice and just about everything in between. I've learned a lot from the people around me, and I'm grateful that I've shared an environment that allowed each of us to grow and discover the people that we want to be. The relationships that I have made with both students and staff alike are the greatest thing that I will take away from my time spent at Catholic High. In the last 4 years, I have been given friends that I hope last a lifetime, teachers that have inspired me to learn and to question the world around me, and mentors that have challenged my thinking. Now, 6 years later, after my start at Catholic Central, I am still awkwardly tall, but I am no longer scared out of my mind. Instead, through the support and guidance of the many wonderful people I have met here at Catholic High, I'm confident that I and each of my classmates have been prepared to go out and share our passions and gifts with the rest of the world. Despite physical distance from one another, the challenges of online learning, and added fear for the health of ourselves and our loved ones, we did it. We have made it to the end of this chapter of our lives together, so congratulations to my fellow members of the Catholic Central class of 2021, and best of luck to all of you in the future. I would like to introduce Bishop Edward Scharfenberger, who will deliver our closing remarks. Thank you.
Sarah, no one is too tall. No one here is. And yeah, and Ryan, in case Riley, Jesus fell 3 times, not just 2. So, you know, the chances are that many of the things that we've been through before, Jesus has been through before too, as well too. The awkwardness of fitting in and all of these things. Are they going to accept me? And he, as you know, he wasn't accepted by a lot of people as well too. But you find out that, and it's been said before, that the measure of somebody's true success is not how many times they fall, but how many times they get up again. And each and every one of you have, I feel, you know, the choreography, I congratulate you on this. This is great because you get a chance actually to see the graduates. And I feel rather than speak to you, I'm going to speak to all of those out in the audience there. Because you are, and you know this, you are reflections in so many ways of their goodness and of their beauty. And of their talent in many, many ways. And don't be ashamed of that either, of being that, of saying that you are really responsible for all of us here today. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for my parents, who when I said I wanted to become a priest, they didn't say, oh, you got to become something else. We ordained 5 priests last Saturday, and I'm so proud of them. You get a chance to read their life stories. And more often than not, whatever you're thinking of becoming, you know, whether it's whatever it is, you know, you may become a nuclear physicist, a scientist, you become a garbage man, that's fine too, because where would we be without the boiler man and the person that really helps clean up? All of the things that God calls us to be, just don't be ashamed of wherever you feel your calling is. Whatever you feel in your heart that you really want to be, don't be ashamed of that. And I know your parents will, and your friends will support you. Because one of the things that really is a sign of love is how much we really want to bring the best out of one another. That's really the true sign of love. And whatever a person feels in their heart, and we can count on the fact that that relationship that we have, you know, we are created in the image and likeness of God. A lot of people have debated over what that means, you know. Does that mean that we're created according to God because of God's power, or because of God's intelligence or God's beauty? You know, we can think of all the aspects of God. But let's just look to what Revelation tells us. We're looking to a God that is basically a family, is 3 persons crazy about each other, revolving about each other for all eternity. So it shouldn't surprise us if a certain magic happens in our friendships and in our relationships. And you know that that is really what has made the difference in your lives, the people that you've gotten to know, that you didn't know, the stranger that becomes a friend. I don't know if you've had this experience, but a lot of people I call friends today, I didn't particularly like when I first met them, you know, and sometimes we worry about, well, will people like us? But then we have to remember that sometimes there are other people that may offer us their friendship and we may not like them. But because we're patient. By the way, there's one award that wasn't given tonight that I think each and every one of you deserve, and that is the Patience Award. Let's come on. I mean, not only have we been waiting a long time for COVID to kind of take a back step, but, you know, we've been waiting a long time for this particular day. But, you know, there's somebody else that's been waiting even longer than this, and that is our Lord. Don't forget that God had each and every one of us as an idea, if we can say it this way, as an idea in God's mind before any of us was even created. Now, you know, going back through all the mysteries of how it is that we came to be, that our parents decided to come together, that we ended up being conceived and being born, that's a mystery. But one thing is for sure, that there's never been and never will be again another you. There never will be. That's the science of it. The genetic code, everything is so unique. And that's, I think, divine intent. God wants us, each and every one of us, because God values each and every one of us. That's so central to our faith when we talk about being made in the image and likeness of God, that every person has value. And not only has value, but is deeply, deeply loved by God. Now, that doesn't mean you have to like everybody. I know sometimes we don't even like ourselves. But I think what it is that it's the things sometimes that we don't like in ourselves, that we wish were better, we wish were purer, we wish were a little bit more wholesome. But that's okay. God isn't finished with us yet. You got time. So thank God for the gift of time. But remember, this is a commencement. It's not the end of something. You know, it's not as though, okay, fine, no more teachers, no more books, no more teachers, dirty looks, or whatever, you know, the type of things that we used to say, you know, I'm getting out of there, you know, I can go on to the next step. But this, we do call this a commencement. And commencement, for those of you that are English and Latin scholars, commencement means a beginning. This is a foundation. And you've received an incredible foundation of love, of goodness, of knowledge, and of experience that will always help you to go forward. But remember, more than anything else, as I mentioned before, that gift of patience. And it was so easy throughout this whole experience for many of us to say, what the heck, I'm just going to give up. That's the most diabolical of all temptations, the temptation to discouragement. Never allow the bad one to discourage you, because God is not finished with you yet. There's a whole world ahead of you that is yet to be discovered, and the best is yet to come. So I am just so proud to be here tonight. I'm proud of all of you, and I'm proud of all your family and friends and brothers and sisters and parents and grandparents and everybody that's here, and even a couple of gawkers who may just be looking in now to see what's going on here. You're welcome too. Thanks everybody for being here. Keep the love going. God bless you.
Could I have all our graduates please stand? It is an honor and a privilege for me to formally welcome each of you to the Catholic Central High School Alumni Association. For over 98 years, the alumni of Catholic Central High School have upheld the traditions of courage, constancy in the right, honor, and sacrifice. May you continue in this tradition. I congratulate you and encourage you to live up to all the ideals of Catholic Central High School. As a member of the Alumni Association, you are part of a much larger community. Members of our Catholic High Alumni Association have been making a positive impact on the local and beyond for many years. They have brought the traditions of excellence into their churches and civic communities. As parents, they have passed on to their children the values they learned at Catholic High. It is our wish that you will be an active alum and you will always feel welcome in the halls of Catholic Central High School. Congratulations and God bless.
Please remain standing while I close the 2021 commencement ceremony with the singing of our Alma Mater. The Alma Mater can be found on the inside back cover of your program, and because we've not sung it as a community in the past year and a half, I'm afraid the alumni is going to have to carry us today. Ridge? Here's to our own CCHS, here's to our colors grand. Purple and white, our banner bright, and loyal to thee we stand. Courage to dare and do, C is for constancy in the right, steadfast in all that is true. H is for honor in everything, sacrifice taught by us. May we prove true to our high ideals, R and CCHS. Here's to our own CCHS. And now, verse 2. Here's to our own CCHS. Faithful to you will be, symbol of all that's dear to us, in memory of thee. C is for courage, staunch and true, courage to dare and do. C is for constancy in the right, steadfast in all that is true. H is for honor in everything, sacrifice taught by us. May we prove true to our high ideals, our own dear CCHS.
Please stay in your seats while the graduates process out. Thank you.